Roman Reigns has returned. He got the pop that we all knew he was going to get. He spears Solo Sikoa, helps Cody keeps the title. He goes to SmackDown, beats up the Bloodline, and then the next week he gets the Ula Fala on for about 1 second before the force of nature, the Samoan werewolf Jacob Fatu attacks, and now the fun begins. The Bloodline storyline is kicking into high gear. Make no mistake about it, Roman Reigns is still a part-time wrestler. I'm not saying that as an insult. I'm not saying that as a compliment. I am just saying facts are facts, and so we gotta look realistically about his appearances. He's not gonna be at every SmackDown and not at every PLE. No way he's gonna be at Bash in Berlin. He's not gonna go to Germany. He only goes to Saudi Arabia because of the Saudi money. But things can still happen. And before we go any further, would you like to win this Stone Cold Steve Austin Smoking Skull belt? Of course you would. All you gotta do, comment below. Once I hit 10,000 subscribers, I'm gonna give it away. I'll mail it for free. Why am I doing this? I'm trying to become a full-time YouTuber, so I gotta get those numbers up. Please subscribe, help me, and I'll help you get a championship belt. But let's keep going with the Roman Reigns fantasy booking, because this, we got a long way to go, because we're going all the way to SummerSlam. So he has just been beat down. As we see, nobody came and helped him. We all love Roman Reigns. I love Roman Reigns, but he was a bad dude. All right, he gaslit people, he beat up people, he cheated, he did a lot of dastardly things. And yes, we love him. He's great. But from their perspective, why would Kevin Owens want to help Roman Reigns? Why would Cody Rhodes want to help Roman Reigns? Why would his cousin Jey Uso want to help Roman Reigns? Nobody helped Roman Reigns as he was getting beat down by Jacob Fatu in his boot. And that was hilarious. I love Jacob Fatu. Okay, so he has no friends except for one man, and that man has already proven his loyalty by not acknowledging Solo as the tribal chief, and that is Paul Heyman. While Roman is beat down and licking his wounds so he can be written off of the PLE in Bash in Berlin, Paul Heyman is making some moves. He goes to Raw. We see like a limousine. We don't know who's in it. And Paul Heyman, he comes out of the limousine and everybody's like, oh my God. He goes to CM Punk and he says hi. After CM Punk though, he goes to Jey Uso and he says, Jey, we need your help. The tribal chief needs your help. And Jey is like, yeet? What are you talking about? He is not my tribal chief. Hey, he's not even the tribal chief. And guess who walks in? Jey Uso is conveniently back to hanging out with the honorary Uso, Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn walks in and says, what are you doing, Paul Heyman? And Paul Heyman then tries to spin it and says, yes, maybe his actions were harsh, but the island of relevancy. There would be no main event Jey Uso without Roman Reigns main eventing with you. Sami Zayn, look at how far you have come. Paul Heyman does his thing and they're like, no, forget it. Out of here. But that's not the end of things. Sami Zayn and Jey Uso has challenged the Judgment Day for their tag team titles, and they're going to have that match at Bash in Berlin. So we fast forward to the pay-per-view, and they're about to win when Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga interfere, the Bloodline attack, and allow Judgment Day to win because Solo Sikoa got all nervous. He saw Paul Heyman at Raw talking to them, so he decided to strike first, which was a huge mistake because they were not going to help, but now they are mad at the Bloodline. They don't want to help Roman, but they are involved because the Bloodline prevented them from winning the Raw Tag titles, and if they're not going to win the Raw Tag titles, then they'll win the SmackDown Tag titles, and so now they've entered into this picture. Now we go to the next PLE, Bad Blood. Bad Blood is where we first had the Hell in the Cell, and we are going to have a Hell in the Cell here. A lot of people think it's going to be Drew and Punk, but keep Punk out of a Hell in the Cell. He is too injury prone. Again, not an insult, but it is what it is. Keep him away from the Hell in the Cell. Give it to Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, and the Bloodline, because that's what Hell in the Cell is meant for anyways, to keep people out or keep people from running away. We have Hell in the Cell between those two, and we do homage to the first Hell in the Cell where we have Kane, who came and ripped the cage off. Well, we're going to have Hikuleo come and rip the cage door off and interfere, allowing the Bloodline to retain their title. And Hikuleo, if you don't know, he is a giant and he is the brother of the Tungan brothers. But in the main event, we have Solo versus Cody, because Solo, after Cody beat Kevin Owens, said, okay, I want my rematch from SummerSlam now, because Roman Reigns is the only reason why you won, and I took care of Roman, so let's go. And Cody gives it to him, and they fight, right? And just like before, Roman Reigns comes out, he interferes, and he allows Cody Rhodes to win. The following SmackDown, Cody is mad. He says, Roman, get out here right now. And he says, Roman, thank you, but no thank you. I do not need your help. In fact, I can hear the whispers. I can hear the people talking. I need to know for myself who is the better champion, me or you. We are 1-1. Let's settle it. Final match, Crown Jewel. Like I said, Roman will go to Crown Jewel for that Saudi money. 1-on-1, let's go for it. And they add this stipulation that whoever loses cannot challenge the other person for the title again until it's been lost. Because we need to get the championship belt out of the Bloodline storyline. It should be all about the Ula Fala or who's the tribal chief, but get the championship belt out of here. And while that's happening, we have the tag feud going on, and they say we're going to have another fight in Crown Jewel. On the road to Crown Jewel, the Bloodline attack Sami Zayn and completely annihilate him, sending him to the hospital, and he's now off the PLE for injury. And they're like, Jay, unless you find a tag team partner, we're going to have to take you off the card. Jay's like, no, I will find a tag team partner. And we all know who it is. Everybody's like, oh my God, is this the moment? And yes, it is the moment. Jimmy Uso returns and the Usos are together and they will win the tag title at Crown Jewel. At the main event though, Roman versus Cody, and Solo Sikoa now interferes, and Cody wins because of Solo. So now Roman helps Cody beat Solo, and Solo helps Cody beat Roman. They're not doing it because they like Cody, they're doing it because they hate each other. And then the beatdown continues. All the Bloodline swarm, they're beating up Roman, they're beating up Cody. It's a beatdown until you hear the Usos. The Usos come down, they come running down, and they start cleaning house. Jay comes out to help Cody Rhodes. Jimmy comes out to help Roman, and now they all look at each other after they cleaned house, and we have Jay and Cody on this side, Jimmy and Roman on this side, and Jay's like, I did not do this for Roman, and this begins the road to War Games, because Jimmy's like, come on, man, you forgave me, let's forgive him. But it's gonna happen. So now we go to SmackDown. Cody will say to Roman, hey, if that was shenanigans, man. If you want a shot, I'm not going to prevent you. I do not like to win like that. And Roman's like, no, I'm a man of my word. I will not challenge as long as you have that title. But don't worry, I've got other fish to fry at the moment. Anyways, he goes and he challenges Solo Sikoa for the Ula Fala at War Games. And it's your people versus my people. But Paul Heyman's like, but you don't got people. But because Solo Sikoa is just mad, hungry, drunk, and everything, he keeps attacking the Usos, which leads Jay to say, fine, I will join Roman. And so now Roman has the Usos with him. And then Sami Zayn comes out of the hospital and he's like, Jay, you remember this guy? And Jay's like, I know. Hey, man, I could use some backup. Would you help me? And so Sammy then reluctantly joins as well to have Jay's back. And so now it's 4 versus 5, because don't forget, it's Solo, Tama Tonga, Tongaloa, Jacob Fatu, and Hikuleo. And so Roman only has the Uso, Sammy, and himself, but then adrenaline in my soul. Cody comes out and says, Roman, I owe you one. You helped me at Bad Blood and SummerSlam, so I will help you at War Games, and I will be your 5th member. And boom, we have a War Games main event going on right now. And when it's all said and done, Roman, his bloodline, they win. And you would think that it's over. He has accomplished everything, but the final boss comes out and it's revealed that he's been pulling all the strings, and he is very, very disappointed in Solo Sikoa. On a side road, Randy Orton emerges and he RKOs out of nowhere Cody Rhodes and says, how dare you? How dare you help Roman Reigns? That dude took 14, 15, 16 months off my career. How dare you? We get vicious Randy Orton back, and that will go all the way pretty much to the Elimination Chamber. That will be the Cody feud all the way to WrestleMania, and Rock will be telling Solo he needs to fix things, and we're going to set up Solo Sikoa versus Roman at Royal Rumble. Now, that match probably should have happened at WrestleMania, but because of just the aura of Jacob Fatu, I think Triple H is going to pivot. I really think that Solo Sikoa is not the match at WrestleMania anymore, and now it's Jacob Fatu. So we have the match at Royal Rumble, and so this is Solo's last chance, because The Rock is just tired of all the failure. He sees that Jacob Fatu is the one pulling the weight. He's like, Solo, you need to fix this. So Solo versus Roman at the Royal Rumble. The winner of that can be entered into the Royal Rumble. And Roman beats Solo Sikoa, and he goes on into the Royal Rumble. But after Roman leaves, guess who attacks Solo? Jacob Fatu. That's right, Rock was not kidding. This was Solo's last chance, and he is beat down. Nobody helps Solo. He's left in his own drool and blood, and that's that for now. Roman goes to the Royal Rumble. Everyone's like, well, this is a no-brainer. Roman's gonna win. This is his way of getting back to the main event and him versus Cody for match number 4. So Roman then goes into the Royal Rumble, and everybody's thinking he's gonna win, right? No matter what, he's gotta win. They put him in the number 27 spot. It's locked, right? Roman is gonna win, and then at number 30, The Rock. If you smell what I'm cooking, The Rock comes out. Those two face off for about 3 minutes in the final 2 people at the Rumble, and Jacob Fatu again comes and costs Roman the shot, and Rock goes to WrestleMania. And now Roman is mad. He is so mad right now. And that sets up him versus Jacob Fatu at WrestleMania as well. Because again, I really think that it's the money matches Jacob Fatu versus Roman and Rock versus Cody. Now, what happens at Elimination Chamber? Nothing really. The Rock, Cody, they don't really do much. Maybe Cody and Randy are still feuding a little bit. This is their last feud, and The Rock just kind of skips it. Roman kind of skips it, but Jacob Fatu doesn't. He has a match with Solo Sikoa, and he beats him. This was Solo just, I'm a lone wolf now. I'm a Samoan with no tribe. He fights Jacob Fatu. He loses, and Jacob goes to a main event with Roman Reigns. But at WrestleMania, guess what happens? Solo Sikoa, he helps Roman beat Jacob Fatu, allowing now the actual original Bloodline to be one unit, and Solo will be eventually welcomed back by Roman Reigns. Kind of protecting Jacob too, because even Roman needed help to beat him, but Roman gets the win. The Rock will beat Cody. I know a lot of people don't want that, but I do. At this point, I did not want Rock beating Roman last year, but now I want Rock beating Cody. I want the final boss as the champion, and those two, then Roman and The Rock, they can go to SummerSlam and finally determine who is the better person, who is the tribal chief, who is everything to the Samoan dynasty, the leader of the family. And you're thinking, shouldn't we wait to WrestleMania? Nope, we shouldn't, because now SummerSlam is a 2-night event, and this will cement it as a WrestleMania level event. Having Rock versus Roman at night 2 of SummerSlam would be like, whoa, that's a statement saying, yeah, SummerSlam is now hot WrestleMania, your WrestleMania of the summer. And there you have the booking of the Bloodline / Roman. But what did you think of my suggestions, my ideas? Let me know if you have any yourself. Put it in the comments below. It'll help you get a chance to win one of those belts. And guys, girls, have yourself a great day as we acknowledge Roman Reigns and all the good eating we're about to do with this whole Bloodline story, because wow, it's starting to heat up.